to the podcast What's Next from and with Carmen Cornelia Haselwanter. As an expert in self determination, I deal with topics such as success, joy of life, passion, and health, so that you may take many inputs for yourself. Enjoy listening to this episode. We're living in a world where everything needs to be perfect in order to be good. At least this is what we see and we recognize once we open up these beautiful looking magazines and we're recognizing all these smiling, good looking, perfectly looking men and women who are wearing all these amazing dresses and clothes. This makes a lot of people feeling very awkward and unsatisfied with their own look, especially the younger generation, which is followed by Instagram and tries to put themselves into the perfect look each day by using even filter in order to make their own look looking better. I call this truly abuse, self-abuse, because to follow up and to try to be perfect is a big request which never finds its satisfaction, because fact is there is no perfection. I remember very well when I used to work as a graphic and web designer in Athens. Oh yes, I love that. Sitting with a client who just described his idea in order how his company logo supposed to look like, and then starting up to create his web design, his homepage, made me feeling really amazing. I felt like being Picasso just on a software version. The work itself was amazing. Where I really was ending up in losing a lot of time were the details. I wanted the logo to be perfect. I wanted the homepage to look perfect. So I lost a lot of time in really making sure that here the line is on the correct side and here the circle is a pure circle and not only something differently. It took me quite some time to understand that that was a loss of time, because after all, the client itself did not really understand the difference of that version, which was already great, to that version, which I called perfect. There is a saying which I would say really fits it perfectly. Perfectionism is a self-abuse of the highest order, especially when it comes to our own work. When we start to judge if something is on the level to be called perfect. Because let's face it, what means to be perfect? To have done a work in a perfect version. It's always an observation and something to be called by an own and a version of description, of a decision that is like this or like this. We may also call it hair splitting. To do something in an exactness is one thing. To do something else to make it perfect is another thing. And I would like to invite you here within this podcast to overthink your approach when it comes to one of your works in order to think or to intend of do something perfectly. There are moments when you realize and you stand of a situation or a scene such like a sunset, let's say, and you are speechless because of its beauty, because of its uniqueness, because of that what you do see, which is great, outstanding, and it touches your heart because of that beauty. You may call this moment perfect. And why is it perfect? Because in this very moment called now, you are simply touched by all of your senses, of your body, of your mind, and of your heart. This sort of understanding of recognition, of clear, loving, seeing, observing, and feeling is the sense of us humans, which makes us as what we are, humans. And to understand this difference is already a very big a very big understanding for your own life. And I want to invite you here within that you start up to look into the worlds with this pure curiosity to understand when you do recognize a moment such of, may it be called, being perfect. It's also something what is a uniqueness. This very one setup, this very one sunset, which you maybe even caught by your smartphone and you look at it the day after, is an outstanding moment which touched you. And so there are many other situations which you may feel like, wow, that was now an outstanding situation. And you may call it even perfect. Especially when you are together with people, with humans, where you feel very connected and you have moments such of outstanding beauty. You may then recognize that that is, this very moment, perfect moment, and invite it as a present of life, of the universe. And you will also, once you start to look it out of that way, understand how many outstanding, great, and perfect moments in this very now you do have every day. May it just be the situation that you wake up and then you stand up and you feel the feet on your, as you feel the earth on your feet, and then you walk. I mean, that's something what we all are very, very under normal circumstances, just take it as a credit. But let's face it, how many people are not able to do that? For them, it would be the perfect moment to stand up on their own feet. And for those who have it every day, that's something we do not even recognize anymore. So be more aware about what the universe, the life, and your surrounding already gives you. And then start to think as well what perfect moments you may give as a present to others. Because yes, you are a creator of the universe too. And you decide by your acting, by your way of thinking, by your way of deciding what moments you do really have now in this very being and what you may give out. So be careful in a good sense of what precious, great and unique moments you may give to others, but as well to yourself. To touch your skin and to recognize the beauty that you have, this big organ which covers your body, is an amazing recognition and also appreciation to your body. So may now be felt very much invited in understanding that perfectionism starts by yourself in order to simple look what you have in front of you and to take it as a present and take away the pressure of making your work perfect, because already by your doing, you are doing it individual, great. Accept that and then understand that every moment you have in front of you is precious too. Thank you for listening to Your Mindset Mentor. Talk to you very soon again, and in the meantime, make sure that every day you live yourself in the best version, because you're worth it. Take care, all the best, bye bye.